Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, held at State House in Entebbe. The meeting was attended by the First Lady, with the Minister of Education and Sports, Honorable Janet Kataha Museveni, the Minister of Public Service, myself, the Attorney General, the Minister of State for Public Service, Minister of State for Finance, in charge of planning, and the Minister of State for Education, Sports, Minister of State for Education, Higher Learning, the Chairperson of the Education Service Commission, Permanent Secretaries of the respective line ministries, is Education, Public Service, and the Minister of Gender, Labour and Social Development, and other senior government officials, and the executive of the Humanities Union. This meeting specifically was about the teachers' concerns over salary disparities with their science counterparts and a number of other issues to do with the facilitation regarding their job as teachers. The meeting, after discussing all those issues effectively and at length, agreed that the teachers should resume all teaching and carry out the assessment activities effective 1st of July 2025. So expect them and the teachers to go back in the classroom today, and as the day comes to an end, then they should have done the teaching. You recall the teachers commenced the industrial action on the 6th of June this year. They stopped all classes, they stopped the supervision of continuous assessments and submission of student coursework. These actions really posed a risk to the smooth running of the academic calendar and the national examinations. During the engagement, His Excellency the President reiterated government's commitment to improving the welfare of all the teachers, and he made the following pledges to offer collective solution, and the pledges include: 1, a phased salary increment for humanities teachers spread over 4 years starting financial year 2026-2027. Under this arrangement, government will commit 25% of the pay targets towards the enhancement of salary of the humanities teachers. Two, the construction of staff housing for all teachers to improve teachers' living conditions to be coordinated and implemented by the Ministry of Education and Sports. 3, studying the possibility of providing free education for deserving children of teachers in a government post-secondary institution. And 4, a financial contribution to the humanities teachers cycle. 5, to explore the possibility of reducing pay as you earn for civil servants to enhance their take-home salary. His Excellency the President underscored the importance of patience and collaboration as government develops sustainable measures to harmonize remuneration in the education sector. The leadership of the Uganda Professional Humanities Teachers Union confirmed their commitment to call off the industrial action and resume duty with immediate effect. Accordingly, marking of the Uganda National Examinations Board assessments and all related academic activities will resume Tuesday, 1st of July, 2025. All stakeholders for their constructive engagement and remains committed to addressing teachers' concerns in a manner that safeguards learners' rights and ensures the stability of the education system. The Ministry appreciates the patience and cooperation of learners, of the parents, and remains committed to working with all stakeholders to ensure sustainable solutions to the long-standing pay disparities for good and my country. Thank you very much. Get a brief comment from my colleague, the Sector Minister of the Ministry of Education, Honorable J.C. Moyego.
Thank you very much, my senior. Provides all means that will enable us to cover what we have lost. The Ministry commends all stakeholders for their constructive dialogue over the teachers' concerns and reaffirms its commitment to equitable treatment of all teachers, while ensuring continuity of learning for all our learners. Let us work together for the good of our nation, Uganda. May God bless you.
And the relevant union, it was agreed that of these 17,000 and thereabout teachers in the humanity program, over about 509 billion was required in terms of additional wage provision. We did agree that this would be spread across a period of 4 years in the medium-term expenditure framework. And the import of that is that we should be able to pay 25% of that 509 billion each year, beginning next financial year. The Ministry of Finance will make necessary arrangements to make sure that this is provided in next financial year's budget, starting July 2026. So that is the commitment that we made yesterday. In addition, on top of that, the meeting agreed on the need to provide housing for the teachers, all the teachers, particularly I think the reference was largely to the post-primary schools or teaching staff. And in that regard, we will have to provide housing for those 18,000 or 17,000 something teachers, plus those in the sciences. So an estimate of over 540 billion. According to the President, this being a one-off expenditure will begin anytime, provided we find the necessary resources. So we agreed on this simply because the teachers presented a problem of having to spend so much money traveling on border, plus the inconvenience, the distance they have to travel, get to their place of work. Some of these places are too far away from the school where they teach, and therefore it was a huge inconvenience and a huge cost to the teachers. So they were bearing this burden. So the President agreed that we can find the money, and indeed we shall do our best to find the money, make sure that we build a strong human capital resource in this country. So on behalf of the Ministry of Finance, we shall endeavor to do that, find the money, and construct the necessary staff quarters so that they can easily be accessible by the students to whom they're providing the service.